Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat. And then also we're going to do a reading on Rihanna's Next Era. Before we get into the reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So let's start off with this. How does Nicki Minaj really feel about Doja Cat? How does she truly feel about Doja Cat? Nicki Minaj. How does she truly feel about Doja Cat? Nicki Minaj. Okay, so we have the Strength card. Feels like Doja Cat is wise for her age or has wisdom. That's what the Strength card upright represents. And then we have the Nine of Cups. That talks about being content or satisfied with the status of their relationship. Wheel of Fortune. That talks about good karma. And then we also have the Eight of Wands. It talks about balance. She feels like, Doja Cat's a balanced person, has a good head on her shoulders, never doing too much, kind of a calm person, likes her energy, okay? And then we also have an Ace of Pentacles here, and this talks about a financial opportunity. So this represents them working together. And when they do work together, again, in the future, they're going to make some money, okay? If they do work together in the future, it definitely would break the internet, okay? So let's see. How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? Doja Cat. How does Doja Cat feel about Nicki Minaj? Interesting. So I will say this. The energy of them working together, definitely a possibility. Okay? The Three of Pentacles, this talks about collaboration. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. That represents passion, creativity, upright. Okay? But then we have the Tower card, and they will have a tower moment, okay? I know some people may not believe it now, but in the future, they will have a tower moment. And, they won't have, a close relationship. It looks like a falling out could happen in the future. And then we also have the Five of Cups in reverse, and this talks about forgiveness, moving on. Okay, so even though they will have a falling out, there's an opportunity to make amends, or they're just gonna forgive each other and just go their separate ways. Okay, but there is energy of them having a falling out. There's conflict energy too. The Five of Wands talks about conflict. Okay, so this could happen after they collaborate. The conflict will brew. Now, a lot of people don't believe it now, but they haven't really worked together since Say So. And to be quite honest, Say So was 2 years ago, and Nicki was in the house. She was pregnant. Nicki's out and about now. She's on the charts. So the energy and the dynamic is different because they're like the top 2 female rappers right now, even though some people don't consider Doja Cat a female rapper. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about, misdirected activity. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and this talks about repressed emotions. So even though Doja Cat, she's not in the female rap drama, she holds back a lot of her thoughts or how she feels about certain people in the industry. The Ace of Cups, that represents like me not really showing my true self, or me not really showing you how I truly feel. Okay. And when when she's, you know, talking to Nicki, she's pulling back. She's not really showing her full self all the time. The Ace of Cups, that represents that. And I think in the future, after they work together, or, you know, after some time pass, the falling out will happen. It will be noticeable. And I think the fans will definitely notice. The Tower moment represents, you know, an energy changing, and it's not in a positive light. And I think a lot of the fans probably not going to believe it, but it is in their future of them having a Tower moment. Okay, let's see. How does Doja Cat truly feel about Nicki Minaj? Doja Cat. How does she truly feel about Nicki Minaj? Yeah. So the Five of Wands is it's like, I can't even really explain it, but Doja Cat is like walking on like pins and needles. She feel like, I don't know what I can say or do. I don't want to rub her the wrong way, but there's going to be some conflict. See, the Nine of Swords, it talks about sadness, fear. Okay, in reverse, this represents sadness and fear. And so she's kind of like treading lightly with Nicki Minaj because she don't want to get on her bad side. But there's conflict in their future. Okay, the Five of Wands represents that. There's temperance right now. This talks about peace, balance right now. And in their future, that's when things are going to, you know, in the future, that's when the conflict is going to happen. The Nine of Pentacles is here, and this represents overinvestment. So in the future, you know, she don't get that collaboration. She could get a little antsy. It just happens. I think that Nicki makes these female rappers feel like, oh, I can get a Nicki collaboration. So the Nine of Pentacles, if she don't get this collaboration, you know, she could feel some type of way. She really wants to work with Nicki again. And I know people don't believe it because they're like, she don't need Nicki. But it's none of the female rappers really need Nicki. But it's almost like that cosign they want. It's like how people look at Beyonce. They just don't act it or say anything because Beyonce's not on social media like that. Well, she's not tweeting. She's on social media, but she's not tweeting and posting pictures all the time. People won't like getting that cosign from legends in the game. You see these male rappers, they like getting them cosigns from Camel Face and Drake. You know, you saw that one male rapper, I forgot his name. It's like YK or Cyrus or something. Oh, Drake don't talk to me no more. It's like they always gotta align themselves with the legends. They just do. You know, it's like the reason why Megan and Cardi, they post when, you know, Beyonce send them something. They like that cosign from legends in the game. So anyway, so the Page of Pentacles is here. This talks about financial independence. Okay, so she sees that when she works with Nicki, is gonna help her financially. Not that she's having money troubles, but she is in a 360, no shade. But you know, it's definitely gonna generate a lot of money. Of the Three of Swords, that represents heartbreak energy. So I'm just telling y'all that it is in their future of having a Tower moment. Okay, it is in their future. I'm sorry to tell you. And I think it's just the way people look at Nicki. Like, they just want that cosign. They don't get it. They feel some type of way. Especially when she's working with people like Koi Fish. No shade. But she working with Koi Fish. People like, I'm better than her. No shade. So, I do feel like Nicki will work with Doja Cat. But I feel like something's going to happen afterwards. And I think that it's going to be a shocker. Definitely going to break the internet if they fall out. That's gonna be the breakup of a century. Moving on to Rihanna. Do I have any other questions? Yeah, I don't think so. Moving on to Rihanna. Rihanna, how will her next era be? for music. Oh, well, I will say this. Prepare for some symbolisms. The 10 of Pentacles. This represents the dark side of wealth. So she definitely will be doing her symbolisms next era. Okay, when that next era starts. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This talks about rush, impulsive. So the music will be rushed. Okay, because they were trying to get it out to the people. She performing at the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is in February, and we are about to be in November. So she got, what, 3 months? So with that being said, the music that she put out, some people might say it might be a little bit rushed, or it may not be up to par to her past music. People still will love it. I don't think that people are going to say it's complete trash, you know. Maybe. It depends. But the point of the matter is, people are going to say that this project might be a little bit rushed. They may not be too happy with, you know, the music that she's putting out. The Page of Wands is here in reverse. The Page of Wands represents newly formed ideas, okay? Trying to think outside the box. And that's what Rihanna's team is trying to do. They're trying to think outside the box. They're trying to do things that nobody has really done. And that's probably in regards to looks, okay? And then the Four of Wands in reverse. This talks about private achievement. So she's just going to be happy that it's out and that y'all can leave her alone. Once the music come out, Rihanna's going to be like, here, leave me alone so I can go back to doing what I like to do. And then the King of Wands is here reverse. There's going to be somebody, you know, trying to stop Riri's bag. Somebody is going to be trying to stop her bag. So the King of Wands in reverse, that talks about high expectations. She may not reach those high expectations, okay? Like I said, it's an impulsive project. She just pushing it out. You know, the energy I'm getting is that she just started recording, like, even the music that she recorded years ago. Like, she got to start all over because music can be outdated quickly. Okay, as we know, like, you put out something a few years ago, it's not the sound for 2022. So, her project definitely will be rushed. Let's see. Rihanna. How will Rihanna's next era be? Rihanna's next era. How will her next era be in regards to music? Rihanna. How will her next era be in regards to music? Yeah, she's going to have some competition. There's going to be an artist trying to compete. Five of Swords. She's going to have some competition. Emperor card, a father figure helping her, probably camel face. Okay, because he wants to make all that money that, you know, he couldn't make from her for 7 years in regards to music. And then we also have the 10 of Wands. It's going to be a burden for Rihanna. She's not really, her head is not in the music space. So this is actually a burden for her. She might say, oh, I love music. She don't love music at all. Not now, because she's making so much money doing other things. And, you know, she's a new mom. So she's probably thinking, like, I'm going to be on tour. I'm going to be traveling with a newborn baby. I'm going to be traveling with a newborn baby. You know, I hope ASAP the colorist don't cheat on me. You know, she probably got a lot of things that she's thinking about. Let's see. Rihanna's sales. How will Rihanna's sales be when she drops her next album? Rihanna's sales. How will her sales be when she drops her next album? Rihanna's sales. How will her sales be when she drops her next album? Rihanna. Yeah, she's definitely going to experience some fudging of the numbers or something. She's going to experience some betrayal within her team. Because the Seven of Swords, it talks about betrayal. Somebody being sneaky. The Moon card, secrets will be revealed. I wouldn't be shocked if Rihanna gets into another scandal. But I would say they're going to be okay. I don't think she's going to do like 1 million first week, but her sales will be decent. Her sales will be decent. The Chariot card is here. This talks about success. I do feel like the album is not going to be an anti, if that makes sense. You know, it's not going to, like, I think people going to have high expectations for the album. It's not going to be an anti. It's going to feel like it might come and go. Put it like that. It might come and go. It's not going to have that same feeling like an anti. And then we also have the Knight of Wands. This talks about success, entrepreneurship. So her sales will be okay. I do feel like there's going to be somebody trying to sabotage her out of jealousy. Okay, because she's going to have like one of the biggest comebacks. But it may not be what people expect musically. How will Rihanna's album be received? Rihanna's album. How will that be received by the general public? Rihanna's album. How will that be received by the general public? Rihanna's album. How will Rihanna's album be received by the general public? Yeah, some people may not be satisfied with the project, but overall, people are going to like it. The Three of Wands, it talks about expansion. She'll be able to make money from the album. The Four of Wands, it talks about celebration. You know, the World card that talks about life cycles. And then we also have the Nine of Cups in reverse, and this talks about being dissatisfied in reverse. And then we also have the Strength card, this talks about lack of wisdom. And then the Hermit card, this talks about trying again, you know, withdraw energy. And so I think that if you're a Rihanna fan, you're going to love it no matter what. If you're not necessarily a Rihanna fan, it may not be up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may not be up to par. You may not be thinking that it's better than her past album. So, anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next reading.